everyone, so for today's video I've got another weight loss diary. I know it's been such a long time since I've done one of these. I did mention in my previous video that I was going to kind of explain what's been going on for the past kind of month. So around the time of my last weight loss diary video, I was having some problems which I've been having on and off for kind of the last year and a half, 2 years with it's obviously a bit personal and I don't want to go too much in depth into it, but it's just hormonal problems that I've been having, and I've been to the doctors a few times about it, and they suggested that I go on the pill just to kind of help regulate everything. A lot of it probably has been down to my weight, being overweight, especially, you know, being as overweight as what I was and for so long. It will have effects on your body, which I was definitely finding, and when I started losing weight it was getting better, but my body just didn't seem to be able to catch up on itself. So I did go on the pill, and I've got to say, for the first three or 4 weeks of being on it, I was a mess. I just felt awful. I felt so miserable and moody, and a lot of people were saying to me that I really just didn't see myself. So, and because at the time, you know, I was quite stressed out with it being Christmas, I did talk about a lot of other stuff that was going on. Then John went away and me and Brooke were quite sad, so we spent a lot of time together. I just really wanted to be kind of around my family, and then I did have family from like around visiting as well. So, you know, with all of that going on, I just had to kind of take a little bit of a break. Yeah, all of that's been going on. I definitely feel so much better now. I am still on the pill and I feel like my body's used to it now, so I don't feel like it's making me as miserable. I am still kind of a bit cautious about taking it, especially because when I first started taking it, I bloated up so much. I could just feel my body like it was pumped full of air, and I hated that as well. And that was something that kind of put me off taking it for the last few months, because I knew that that was one of the side effects. I do think now, like I said, now that I'm used to it and I feel like my body's getting used to it, it's not so bad. That is definitely something that is a little bit of a pain, but it is what it is. I am really sorry about all of that. I really do want to start getting back into these, do them every week. They will, as of next week, they will be going up on a Monday, just because I feel like it's the closest to the previous week as possible. I also really want to start vlogging. I feel like I'll be able to show you so much more into the kind of things that I do, the kind of things that I eat, and also just kind of explain more what I do at the gym, because that has changed quite dramatically in the last 2 weeks. But I will go into depth on all that probably next week, because that's when I want to actually start doing it. I'll go straight on with my weight. I'll do my start weight, the last weight that I gave you in December, and then my latest weigh-in date on Saturday. So I started all of this on the 4th of September, and my weight was 13 stone, 4 pounds and 4 ounces. And then my last weigh-in day that I gave you was on the 10th of December, and I was 11 stone and 7 pounds. And then when I weighed myself on the 21st of January, which was the Saturday just gone, I was 11 stone, 6 pounds and 8 ounces. So I'm actually half a pound down from the last time I kind of gave you a weigh-in day. Obviously, I haven't slowly lost half a pound in the last month. I did put on maybe 3 pounds at Christmas, which I was quite upset about, to be honest. But I did manage to lose it all, plus then a little bit extra. And obviously, like I've mentioned before, you put on weight a lot quicker than you lose weight. Yeah, like I said, I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy with the fact that, you know, it's still going down. Whether or not it's going down slowly or quickly, you know, it's still going down. Eating wise, over Christmas, 90% of the time I was really good. I was really conscious of what I was eating. I was making really healthy decisions. I had a lot of dinners at my parents' house, because I did pretty much stay there the entire time, pretty much for 2 weeks over Christmas. And my dad would always change up my meal so that I could still have what everyone else was having, but, you know, like if there was bread in it, he'd take the bread out, or he'd like stir fry a little bit of veg for me to have as well. So that was really nice. It definitely made things a lot easier for me, and I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. Obviously, Christmas Day was my cheat day, you know, like my free day anyway, so I did eat a little bit. To be honest, I didn't really go too all out over Christmas. We did then have family down, which obviously we had like a nice little meal then. And there was a couple of times when, you know, like we went out for dinner and things like that. So overall, I wasn't too bad. So I felt like there was a nice balance of everything for me at the time. And, you know, it worked, and I could have put on half a stone easily over Christmas, but the fact that I only put on a couple of pounds, I personally was really happy with, and I'm really happy that I've already kind of managed to lose that, plus a little bit extra. So that was all that. Gym-wise, I intended on going to the gym as regularly as I normally would. But what ended up happening was, with like my mum still working and my sister sort of seeing her friends and her boyfriend, it just become a little bit difficult because I didn't know what to do with Brooke, and obviously I couldn't bring her to the gym with me, and I don't really like to say to people, can you watch her while I go to the gym? So that become a little bit difficult, and because of over Christmas there was weird opening times on some of the days that I wanted to go. It just ended up not really working out. It did work out for a little bit, and then obviously once we kind of got into Christmas and John was away, it became a little bit more difficult, which I was gutted about. But at the same time, I felt like because I was feeling so like down, I just wanted to be at home. I just wanted to be with Brooke. So that's just kind of briefly what went on over the last month. About, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I have started to go back to the gym, started to go back to my routine. My mum has actually joined the gym as well, which I was really happy about, because she, although I've mentioned about going with people before, I feel like going with my mum was always something that I knew that I would enjoy doing. We can both fit it around like both of our schedules. There's a little bit of like competitiveness, but it's a really nice fun competitiveness, and she is someone who is determined to do the workout. She's not somebody who will like mess around, or I feel like I can't depend on to actually go with me. So I am really happy that she's joined. And when she joined and the trainer was doing her program, she asks to do like really specific body parts over 5 days. And once he built that program, I basically asked if I could have the same program. So we are doing the exact same things, which I have found to be so much better. I enjoy it a lot more, and I feel like I feel the pain a lot more, and I feel like I'm working muscles that I hadn't worked in my previous workouts because they were a lot more kind of full body. Now that I'm going with my mum as well, I hopefully will be able to get some more footage so that you'll be able to see more in depth of what I do. We are doing Monday to Friday instead of what I was doing was having my break on a Wednesday and a Saturday, which is good and it isn't good. Part of me doesn't really like having 2-day break just because I feel like it's a little bit too much. So what I might start doing is maybe something at home on a Sunday, although going to the gym after work on a Sunday was getting a little bit difficult because sometimes I didn't finish till 5 o'clock, and obviously being there since like 10:30 and not having a chance to have anything to eat or anything like that, that did become very difficult. That has all been something that I'm still trying to work out, and the one good thing about doing the vlogging is that I feel like I'd be able to kind of show you all these things, explain them all through the week, and then when it comes to my weight loss diaries I can be a lot more general and kind of just sum everything up for the people that do watch the vlogs as well. So let me know what you think about that. If I did do the vlogs, it probably would just be on my phone. It wouldn't be on this camera because I don't think that this camera would be able to handle it. I wouldn't be able to rely on it not overheating or my memory getting too full and things like that. So definitely let me know what you think about that. I feel a lot more excited now, especially with all the new things I'm doing at the gym. I do want to start being a lot more specific with my keto. So I want to start weighing everything, and I also want to allow myself to kind of branch out a little bit more, because this is something that, you know, that I mentioned before, that you can have obviously a certain percentage of carbs. It's not the fact that anything you eat has to have a certain percentage of carbs. That's definitely something to keep in mind. And obviously if I was doing the vlogs, I'd be able to show you everything that I'm eating, exactly how I'm working it out, and exactly, you know, the macros of everything, and it would make it a lot easier for anyone else that wants to follow, because it can be a little bit confusing when you know that you can eat specific things, but then when you start adding in stuff that you don't think you could eat but then you can, and it just, I want to make it easier for people that want to do it, because I do think it's the diet that's worked out so well for me, and it's something that I still really enjoy. And I've had a lot of people comment at work especially and asking me what I'm doing, and when I tell them, they're quite shocked by it, which I think a lot of people are, and it's understandable, because to say to someone I basically just eat all fat and no carbs, and you know I'm losing weight pretty quickly, it's pretty good. So I want to be able to show that a little bit more, so that's why I think doing the vlogs would be good, especially because like last night I made a curry and it was probably the nicest thing I've eaten in weeks, and I just absolutely loved it. I could eat it every single night. and it was all keto friendly foods, and it was so filling. It was really nice. So that's something that I would love to be able to show you. So I just want to quickly show you some pictures because I did take pictures on Saturday. So this is the front picture. I still feel really happy with the way I'm losing weight, and I'm like, even little like things here and there I'm noticing differences. Obviously I know that I still have a long way to go, but I feel like I'm still on the right track. I still have the motivation to do it, but I just feel like the more I show you on here, then the better I can be, because then I can't cheat, which I don't anyway. But I just like the fact of like what I really, you know, I can't cheat in any way, shape or form because I want to show everybody. And then this is the side picture, which again I'm still really happy about. I love the fact that this is the like slimmest I've been for the longest time, and that to me has been quite nice, not to, because normally at this time of year I'm probably at my biggest, by far at my biggest, and to still feel pretty comfortable is just amazing. And then this is the back picture, which, you know, I always say the same thing about. Obviously still making sure that I'm taking them in the same clothes, which is something that's very nice. Even the other day I was in a rush, like getting ready, and I just picked up a pair of jeans and put them on, and it wasn't until a couple of hours later I actually realised that they're jeans I haven't worn in months because they just didn't fit, and I mistook them for like a different pair of jeans that I normally wear, because they're a little bit more like stretched, whereas these ones are like they're still quite tightly like fitting because I haven't worn them that many times, and I wouldn't have even noticed. So obviously small things can really make you realise how much weight you've actually lost and how much better you actually feel. So I'm really keen to kind of keep doing what I'm doing at the gym as well. It's really nice. So on a Monday we do chest, on a Tuesday we do back and abs, on a Wednesday we do shoulders, on a Thursday we do legs, and then on a Friday we do arms. So they're very specific. We did the chest yesterday, and my chest today is killing me. It's so sore. Leg days, we're both struggling to walk for about 2 or 3 days, and I like that. I like the fact that I've worked hard enough where I am still in pain. I can feel it like all like here, it's very tender and very sore. So I'm really happy about that. I still want to do the Q&A, and my next video I will still be talking about kind of habits and, you know, like breaking habits and making new habits and things like that. So thank you to everyone who left questions in my last one. But if you do want to leave any more questions, then please just leave them in this one. They can be anything kind of health and fitness and weight loss related. Yeah, make sure you leave all your questions below, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!